guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another favorites video. It's really bad and I knew I shouldn't have done it because I did April favorites. April, we're now in what? August, April, May, June, July, August. 4 months ago I did a favorites video and I thought that I could do every month favorites, but the months were flying around and I was just like, I just didn't have time, because you know, if you don't know, I work a full-time job and my weekends obviously were busy, because if I got time to make videos, I'm gonna make videos, but I was just like, I don't know, it was overwhelming. And then when I had time, I was like, let's make a favorites video. And I was like, it's mid-month. Like, can I really say like July favorites in middle of August? I've decided that we will do current favorites so that I can upload a video and I don't feel the pressure that I need to do it on the first of every month for each month. If I say month again, I'm gonna become a month. Today's video, cut to the chase, is a current favorites. Current favorites, I'm not just gonna do makeup or beauty. Obviously that's what I like. But I'm gonna do books, songs, what I'm watching, if there's clothing, if there's shoes, if there's food, whatever it is, then I'm going to share with you guys my current favorites. Before we start, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure you got that little ring bell, because that is going to get you the notification to say your girl has uploaded a video. Even the YouTubers I subscribe to, I didn't know, but I was like, how dare they upload a video and I not get a notification? I realize it's because you need to press the bell. So I'm gonna start with the beauty stuff. So girls, guys, get comfy, sit nice, sit tight, get ready for your girls' current favorites. Emily Howe's current favorites. The first one, as if you guys probably don't know anyway. Hello, it's all I've been rabbiting on about. It's the Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh my god, girls, guys, it's like a rainbow in a box. Like, what more ask for from a palette? Like, I'm such a earthy, I love earthy colors. Like, I'm just drawn to earth colors. This would be going out of my comfort zone. You know, we're gonna try them, obviously. But here is just like me. I'm such warm tones. I'm such a warm tone person. Review on it, like, I think like the price and how many you get and the quality of them is excellent. For the price, I don't know how much I paid. I paid in Taiwanese dollars, maybe like £38, or that was $38. I don't know, but I think it was pretty cheap what we paid for. I'm super happy with it. I go to it every day. And if you didn't watch my last video on my eye tutorial, this is my first palette that I have ever purchased by myself. The other palettes I have, they were like secondhand. Somebody was selling them. I was like, I'm gonna take them. Urban Decay palettes. So this one is my first ever fresh new eye palette. I love it. I've been wearing it every time I do my makeup. So Jaclyn Hill x Morphe. I love it. I love it. My next current favorite is this Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief Gel Crème Déscolorante Intense Pose Déshydratrice. Is Clinique French, allergy tested, 100% fragrance free, rapid long lasting hydration in a refreshing oil free. If you know me, I need to be about that oil free because my skin is so oily, especially in this humidity in Taiwan. I cannot express to you how often I go outside and my face is melting from my makeup. So oil-free gel delivers a burst of moisture, smooths, softens, locks in moisture all day. Use under or over makeup. And because it is a gel, I thought you could probably put this in the fridge and it'd be a really refreshing like gel on your face, but I don't know if that's doable. That was just me thinking outside the box. And if you didn't know, gel is way better for oily skin because it just doesn't have that creamy texture, and if it's a cream product, it's going to have oil in it more or less. So I've done my research and the gel is best for oily skin for a moisturizer. So I wear this every day, every day. Not super expensive, but it's worth the investment anyway. Now, staying on the topic of oily skin, because I have oily skin, so I'm all for matte foundation. Matte. Just give me a matte, okay? Is I needed a new foundation because the summer had come here. My skin got a little bit more tanned and the foundations I had just wasn't cutting it. And I just looked like a head on top of another body. because I was like white and then my face was brown. So I bought a new one. And as we are getting married, I needed to save money. And I was just like, I told Sang I wouldn't buy makeup for a year. Why did I say that? Because I went and bought Jaclyn Hill and I went and bought this stuff. I don't know why I said I wouldn't buy makeup for a year. Like, beyond me. I was like, this is cheap, not expensive. I bought the matte and poreless from Maybelline for obviously a matte finish for normal to oily skin. It's okay, it's really good. Like the price, you know, it's like high street, it's great. I think it's great, but I just wanted to spend a little bit more money to maybe have a little bit of a higher quality foundation. But actually it wasn't that much more expensive. I thought it would be, but it's not. It's oil free, it's water based, full coverage and minimal enriched matte finish. And if you didn't know, you should always try to use the same products that are in your primer and moisturizer, the same products in your foundation. You can't use like an oil in your moisturizer and then a water-based foundation, because guess what, like oil and water don't mix, so that's not going to stay well on your face, FYI. Next up we have the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat liquid foundation, and I've got it on now. I've used it 3 or 4 times now. The price, the fact that it's matte, the fact that it's water-based, the fact that it's oil-free, like I'm sold. I'm gonna buy anything that says matte on it because I'm like craving it out here. So NYX, I'm using this one for my summer foundation right now, so good on you. And keeping on with NYX, moving swiftly on, another palette. Saying I bought more makeup, sorry. NYX Contour and Highlight Pro palette. You get left to right, we have Ice Cream, Soft Light, Cream, Nectar. Then we have Tan, Toffee, Sculpt, and Hollow. If you're oily skin, I'm sorry I'm preaching on about the oily skin, but if you're oily skin, don't use cream contour. Don't use anything cream, because that's not gonna help you. So stick to your powders. And that's why I purchased this one. Before, I wasn't really like contouring that crazy about it. So I bought the NARS Craving. It's a dual intensity blush, but you've got the highlighter there, and then you've got like this brown bronzy color here. So I was using this to just contour and then using this to highlight. But after a while, I didn't always want my contour to be shimmery, if that makes sense. So I bought these matte contours. I wouldn't say the highlight is that like boom pop in your face. I want to say I don't like a lot of highlight, but I do put a lot on, and I like it on my nose and I like it on my cupid's bow. It's good. I mean, again, I think I paid like 960 NT, so that is about shy of 20 quid British pounds. Nick, that was not me. I'll do it again. You see, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Got me on the camera. It wasn't me. Anyway, like it. Those are my beauty products, current beauty faves. I did also purchase, actually, because we just went NYX crazy in the NYX store. This one is an Abu Dhabi. I had London before. I had a London one before, and another one that was similar. London and Cannes, maybe? No, Cannes is a pink one. This one is Abu Dhabi. I love the soft lip cream. Yes. So there is quite a significant color, but I love them. Moving on to television. Who's been watching Netflix? Raise your hand. I've been watching Netflix. You know, that's what I watch. I always watch Netflix. It is my go-to. I put myself on a challenge to do 30-day challenge of mindfulness. I saw it from Bri Hall, who's a YouTuber, and she was like, do 30 days of mindfulness. And that was like, you couldn't listen to music. I think I did most of it actually. You couldn't listen to music. If you watched Netflix, it had to be like a documentary, like it had to be informative. It couldn't just be like whatever. Also, read books, TED Talks, and you could listen to music, but it had to have no lyrics. So I was on that last month, and whilst doing that, so I headed over to documentaries on Netflix, and I came across What the Health, and I watched it. Wow. That's all I'm gonna say is like, wow. It was so informative and so current that I was just like, I guess I just never did the research. Like, in a nutshell, I'm gonna do a whole video on it, because after I watched it, I was going to be a vegan for 2 weeks, and that I did it for 12 days. And even since then, like, I haven't always gone, my like go-to isn't to go to like meat or dairy products. It made me think about things a lot better. Basically just opens your mind to like products, dairy products, like how the government are investing in on all of this. And it just gives you a lot of facts about meat and how and dairy and how they are linked to diseases like diabetes, cancer, heart diseases. It was just mind-blowing. Like, me and Sang watched it, and as soon as it finished, we would just look at each other like, should we be going vegan? And although like a lot of people have got a lot of controversy about it because the guy who did it is vegan, it's fine. I believe like everybody can have their own opinion and nobody should be judged for it. It was just purely everybody who was vegan or believes vegan is the best way. It was their opinion. So it was very biased, if you want to say, but I guess he's not out to try and save people who like me. He's just going with the vegan. There was very many facts in there. There was a lot of like other people's opinions from PhD doctors, nutritionists that had lots of opinions. Anyway, my point is it was very informative. It was very mind-opening, and it made me and Sang think, and we did. I haven't caught up with Sang because he's been away. I definitely did 12 days of no meat and no dairy, and it was great. It was a great documentary. I like really advise people. And he did another documentary called Cowspriacy, which I'm halfway through now. And since then, I've been on a roll of documentaries: food choices, Cowspriacy, forks over knives, what the hell. I've been on a roll with some documentaries, just thinking about what we're putting into our bodies without being too preachy, because I don't want to be a preachy person, but nobody likes a person that preaches about their way. Like, it's your way. Please keep it that way. Don't oppress people about it, which I feel like my Instagram feed was. I did apologize to my Instagram subscribers. Like, a girl is talking about veganism a lot. Okay, books. I don't read books. I do read books, but I mostly listen to them on Audible. I don't know about you guys, but I probably am one of the last people on earth to read this, is The Alchemist. Why did nobody tell me about this before? I heard of it so many times. I have Audible, and I downloaded some books because I had a few credits stocking up, and one of them was The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Paulo Coelho. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I have read the book. I've got an hour left, so I can't tell you right now, but the first 3 hours were incredible, and I'm just living for the message in that is kind of like, never give up. If you haven't read it, I'm sorry, so please skip along because I'm gonna ruin it for you. But about our personal legend, and that not everybody always pursues their dream, but it's kind of saying you must still continue to move on, no matter how hard things get or what things get in the way. We must still continue to do it, and that we can do it. It spoke out to me. I think it is a really good book. So whatever your goal is in life, keep working at it, whether that's a little bit every day or a lot every day or a little bit every month. Just keep doing it, because you're gonna feel good about it. Whether you successfully get somewhere, you can always tell yourself that you was trying, or you keep trying. Don't ever give up. Ever, ever, ever. Don't ever give up. The second book, continuing on about personal goals and things like that, was The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Manson. Now, this is a must read from my point of view to everybody. Like, I guess I'm not gonna tell anybody my weaknesses, because tell people your weaknesses and they're gonna play them right in their hand, girl. So just read it. The title says it all. It's teaching you not to worry about the things that you don't need to worry about, and get on with the things that are most important, which might sound easy, but actually it's really hard. So I advise you to read that if you're having a little bit of trouble worrying about things, or you feel like you have anxiety, or whatever it is, something personal. Read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, because I can promise you Manson is going to make you feel 100% better, and how to deal with it. I think it's important we reach out and deal with our problems. If you let them just mingle in your head, it's gonna get a lot worse for you. So do that now. Those are my 2 books for current books I've been reading. Go get them, buy them, purchase them, download them, however you want to get them. Get your hands on them and do it now. Although I was on my 30 days of mindfulness, my most current played music, may I tell you, is Calvin Harris Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1. Has anybody else been listening to this? Since I couldn't listen the last week, I have been listening so much. My favorite song on there is Faking It featuring Kalani and Lil Yachty.
But I'm feeling like it's going down. Now when I lean on you and I say I'm okay, but I guess I'm a liar. You said you're okay, but I saw that you liked it the way in my face.
So we are loving Calvin Harris's album at the moment. And lastly, I thought I'd add this in because it is my current faves, is who have I been watching recently on YouTube. It's not just like a question. I feel like every month I find a new person that I feel like I'm watching more than my golden oldies. Recently, I have found Bri Hall very, very interesting. She's very zen, very open-minded. I love the way she edits her videos. They are just to die for. I feel like she cuts out the crap. Like, I'm probably a person that doesn't do that, and I'm probably really chatty, and you're just like, you could cut a lot of that out. But I feel like she gets to the important parts of videos, and I love it. Bri Hall is up there. I've also been watching a lot more of Gabriella. She is from England, and I've been watching her channel a lot more. I've also been watching quite a few TED Talks. I watched Erica Alston TED Talks. I previously mentioned her in my Get to Know Me video, because that was the last time I cried, and her story was just so inspirational, and I think it was really, really interesting. She came out the other side of crack cocaine addiction, and it was very, very interesting. So I will link that below for you to watch. And I also love to watch Rupi Kaur, her TED Talk, because her book Milk and Honey is just stunning and it's beautiful, and she has another one coming out in October, and I cannot wait to purchase it. If you like poetry or spoken lyrics, because the TED Talk, she speaks one of her poems, it is just beautiful. I love how she words things, and she just captures everything that somebody can feel in words, and I don't understand how she takes those feelings and puts them on papers so perfect. And guys, that is it for my current favorites. Like I said, I don't want to do this every month, but maybe every 2 months. At least like allow me to stock up on things that I can tell you I currently love, because I can't. Next year I get married, I cannot be purchasing stuff every month. This is my current favorites, and I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope they were useful, and any information I gave you was useful. And I'm not gonna talk no more because I got nothing else to say, and I just think I take a page out of Bri Hall, just cut to the chase. The video's finished. Subscribe, remember the bell, comment, like. I have nothing else to say to you. See you in another video. Love and light. And it hurts my heart to know you're over me, and all the good and the bad that you used to say.